A nearly $600,000 project to improve a Panhandle Bridge has been given the green light by commissioners here in Scottsbluff County. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Scottsbluff County Commissioners this week approved the bid of a local contractor to replace a county road bridge that has been closed for years northeast of Lyman. Before a vote awarding the contract, Road Superintendent Steve Baird noted the engineer's estimate to replace the closed bridge on County Road 5 over Horse Creek was little more than $595,000, and 3 firms submitted bids.
Received one from Paul Reed in the amount of $614,464.22. One from Zlep Paving for $579,721.35, and one from Eric Reichert Insulation and Construction for $465,357.90.
Eric Reichert Construction was awarded the contract for replacing the existing 3-span timber structure with a single-span steel girder bridge and a pour-in-place concrete deck, with work slated to take place this coming September. The state is picking up roughly half of the cost with the new structure, which was approved under the 2022 County Bridge Match Program as part of the Transportation Innovation Act. Well, the inspections of the condition of Rubidoux Trading Post have led to the difficult decision to close the site to the public, effective immediately. According to a news release from the City of Gering and Friends of Rubidoux Trading Post Committee, a log structure expert company and structural engineers determined it is structurally unsound, and so the perimeter has been fenced off and marked no trespassing, danger, keep out. Experts say the original construction method, wind, weather, and the move from Carter Canyon weakened the historic logs, and restoration to structurally shore up the post is not an option. Officials say plans will be made to disassemble the post, salvage as many historic logs as possible, and ultimately develop a strategic plan and fundraising campaign that would lead to a second reconstruction of the post at the current site. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Life Care promises us that we are looked after and taken care of properly.
If I didn't have Life Care, I would be probably scared to death about having enough money for when I got older or when I got sick.
Moving in here was an easy decision and, in fact, a no-brainer. I looked at it as actually buying long-term care insurance, and in retrospect, a good move.
One of the things that convinces me that we did the right thing is no matter what happens, we will constantly be taken care of.
The whole thing is just vital, because you don't have to be worried about what's ahead for you. It's there, it's in black and white, and that's reassuring.
This is home. It has been from the day I moved in.
Welcome back. The separate trials for a Scottsbluff couple accused of state tax and theft charges will be combined into a single legal proceeding. In late January, prosecutors filed a motion to consolidate in the cases of Kuldip and Carol Singh, the former operators of Chima's Liquor, who were each charged after a Department of Revenue review that followed a State Patrol alcohol bootlegging investigation. District Court Judge Andrea Miller approved the request late last month, saying in a 3-page order that the allegations of wrongdoing and evidence in each case was essentially the same, and any defense arguments against the same combination were insufficient to overcome the state's motion. The pair are both facing 2 counts each of tax evasion and failure to pay sales tax, and 1 count each of filing a fraudulent state income tax return and theft of $5,000 or more, which are all felonies. Pre-trial for the Singhs was continued to early June, with a trial date now pushed to the jury term beginning July 5th. Well, the driver involved in a fatal crash that occurred in September in Box Butte County has failed to appear for sentencing, and a warrant for his arrest has been issued. 56-year-old Jayesh Desai of Mumbai, India, pleaded no contest to motor vehicle homicide after he failed to stop at a stop sign on Highway 385 and struck a motorcycle. The 77-year-old motorcyclist from Houston was transported to Alliance, where he was pronounced deceased. Desai was slated to be sentenced on Tuesday, but did not appear after posting $5,000 cash just 2 days after the crash. And an 18-year-old Colorado man who was arrested following an October shots fired investigation at Chadron State College has been sentenced. Earlier this month in Dawes County District Court, Justice Lilly of Frederick, Colorado, pleaded guilty to a charge of attempted unlawful possession of a firearm on school grounds and no contest to charges of possession of marijuana and disturbing the peace. District Judge Travis O'Gorman sentenced Lilly to fines totaling $1,800 as well as court costs.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
We're here on the Nebraska UNL East Campus with Brian Zimmer. Brian Zimmer is an advisor for the Nebraska Ag Academy, which is your first time at state convention in this role. Tell me first a little bit about yourself.
So I am originally from Pleasanton, Nebraska, grew up on a small farm and ranch, and went to the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, so it's really nice to be back in this space, especially seeing the new angler space here. And after being an ag advisor in the public space for 3 years, I've decided to go into the public space and help out homeschool communities, or I guess homeschool community in Nebraska, get an ag chapter.
And that led to the Ag Academy.
Ag Academy.
Yeah, so tell me all about the Ag Academy.
Yeah, so the Ag Academy is a space where we tailor our education to the homeschool families, and all that, the curriculum is online and all of the FFA practices are online. So this year we had a vet science team that made it to state and qualified for state. And so it was really interesting to see how the online education definitely does work, getting to have a qualifying team. So
talk about some challenges that, dive deeper into those challenges that it took to maybe create that online academy?
Yeah, so honestly, as far as the amount of challenges that we definitely could have, looking at the online space, of course, my mind was kind of swirling of what those challenges may have looked like, because it is very different than what we're used to as far as what an ag program should or could look like. As far as challenges, I really have not run into a whole heck of a lot. I would say that the biggest struggle that we have is knowing that our essentially, colleagues or friends are not just down the road. They're 2 hours, well, I'd say the furthest away from each other that two students are 6 hours apart. So I guess just seeing that distance, but seeing that the online space, how it really brings those two people together that are 6 hours apart, has been a really fulfilling experience.
So those students are together here at State Convention first time. What has been their experience so far?
So they just got out of their vet science contest, and knowing that those students, how they are 2-4 hours apart from each other, just chattering away and asking, what did you get on this question and what did you get on this question? It's like they have known each other for years. So their experience so far, it's all new to them. They're all really excited for having this experience.
What about your own? You're leading, this is a new role for you, leading them here. What has your experience been like?
It's been very surreal. Definitely seeing a lot of my past students, it's been great seeing them thrive and competing in similar contests to what they've been in previously. But this being the first time for me, my best friend in the entire world, I actually hired her as my assistant FFA advisor, and being able to work alongside her has been a fulfilling experience as well.
This is Brian Zimmer, the advisor for the Nebraska Ag Academy, their first time here at Nebraska State Convention.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
Let's take a peek at what's happening on your weekend community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens, according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, a Scottsbluff couple is working to bring a new type of dining experience to the area with a new restaurant in Gering. Garrett and Kisa Gardner plan on opening Melt Fondue restaurant on 10th Street next door and in the same building as the Mixing Bowl Cafe. During a liquor license application hearing before the Gering City Council last week, they explained the concept.
I don't know if anybody's ever been to a melting pot, but it's very similar. Typically it could be a 4-course meal starting with a salad and then a cheese, and then your broth that you cook your meat in, and ending with chocolate or dessert of some sort. It's all made in the fondue pot on the table.
Garrett is a Gering High School grad and an Air Force veteran, and the couple decided to move back to the area to raise their children. The Gering City Council approved their application, and if everything goes as they plan, they expect the restaurant to be open in late May or early June. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.